Thank you for joining us this evening. Okay, yay. I was waiting for my notification that this was live. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope that you got to the link okay and that everything worked out. I'm experiencing a little bit of issues with my computer, so if my face is frozen on the screen, I am here. I don't know. Sometimes technology can be awesome, and sometimes we just have to work through the little glitches, be they what they are. So let me see if I can figure this out. Okay. Well, I am going to try this. Hang on. Okay, there we go. It straightened itself out. I know we have another person joining us here, so I'm going to get her the info on how to dial in real quick, and then we'll get started. So you get to experience this in a very real time. All right. Okay, so we're going to get started here. First of all, thank you again for joining me this evening. Really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to this. I'm glad you could join us. I wanted to talk to you today about why I do what I do. This is called Dare to Dream, because I think that it is hard sometimes to dream. Sometimes we don't feel like we deserve it. And so I wanted to show you what is a possibility for you, what your future could look like, that you are worth it, and that it's pretty incredible what your future could hold. And for me, that has been through Arbonne. I love Arbonne, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about the business. We're going to talk about what makes it different, what makes it outstanding. I'll let you know a little bit about me. At the end of the call, I'll let you know how to receive a free gift. And so this will be about 30 minutes. Going to try to keep it short. If I'm looking over to my side, it's because I'm looking off of a couple papers that I've scribbled some notes on. So yeah. But okay, so we're going to get started. My name is Natasha Phillips. For those of you who don't know, maybe some of you are joining this call because somebody on my team has given you the link to join in, and so thank you for joining us. Some of you are joining because I have given you the link, and so thank you for joining us. I love technology. I love that we can do this at 9 o'clock at night. I walked around the house all day with no makeup on, so I threw some color on my face right before this call, so that's kind of fun. But anyway, so a little bit about me. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 boys. They're all different ages and rambunctious, so wasn't always a stay-at-home mom. Worked in the service industry for quite a while, and then decided to become a stay-at-home mom. In a year into becoming a stay-at-home mom, I was looking for a way to make some extra income, and I didn't really grasp what Arbonne was, but I decided to do it because I had been using the products for quite a few years. I had started using the products about 8 years prior to that, and so I knew I liked the products, but I didn't really grasp what this business was for a whole year. So it took me that long, and about a year later, I got it. I got what this business could be. And so initially when I started, I was looking for a paycheck, and we'll get a little bit into what the money is with Arbonne closer to the end, but I was just looking for a paycheck, just something to help out with bills. And as my vision grew, as I grew with this company, I figured out that it could be so much more than that. And so my desire to help people grew, my desire to have other people have the same things that I do, same lifestyle as I do grew, and help people have a healthier life. That grew. And so it became so much more about a paycheck. Growing up, I grew up in a very large family. I'm the oldest of 11 kids. And so, you know, my dad was a school teacher. My mom stayed home with us, and they gave us an amazing life. We had no idea what we were going without when we were going without it. And it was just incredible to grow up in that atmosphere, to be completely satisfied with what you had. But I always loved to travel. I always liked nice clothes. I liked, you know, different kinds of things, and I wanted to help other people. I always wanted to help other people. And my parents didn't have that money growing up for us to do that. Although, like I said, I don't regret the way that I grew up at all. It's a very real thing to desire more. And to desire more, to create a lifestyle for my kids, for us, where it's not uncommon to help a family in need, especially around like the holiday times, or to go on a mission trip, or to, you know, sponsor a kid in the third world country. So a lot of those things we did growing up, but I wanted, you know, to show that to my kids also. And so I had this desire, and I wasn't sure where that finance was going to come from. I wasn't sure how it was going to come about, especially when I quit my job and started staying home with our kids. Really didn't know where it was going to come in there, but I had a desire, and that's where this starts. That's where this business starts. It starts with the desire. So I asked myself too, what do I have to lose? I had nothing to lose. I really didn't have anything to lose. So I had no background in sales. I had no background in leadership. I'm really not a girly girl. I went to school for like landscape design, so really not a girly girl. And didn't have a lot of friends, didn't go to school because I was homeschooled, and I thought, how in the world am I going to do this business? I'm not, what? So I was really nervous. I didn't want to come across as like a pushy person. So I didn't do a lot of what, like what people come into this business with, thinking that it's going to be like, I came in with a lot of hesitations. So more than my hesitations though, I had this dream, this desire, this understanding that I deserve to dream, and I deserve to teach my kids how to dream, and you can have more, and you can give back in a way that you want to give back. And so that's what this has become for me. This is what this business has become for me. So I'm going to paint a little bit of my picture, a little bit of the dream, a little bit of how our team is growing and what we're doing. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Arbonne. So while you're listening to this call, there may be a few things going through your head. Maybe you already are financially free, but what about what would happen in an emergency? What happens if you have a family member that gets sick and you have to quit your job? What if you get sick and you have to quit your job? What if, down the road you have a baby and you don't want to keep doing what you're doing now? So maybe right in this moment you're financially free, but where are you going to be 5 years from now? So that's something to keep in mind through this call. What about charity work? What about if you want to give back? What about if you want to go volunteer? Do you have the ability to just go volunteer time, be able to help financially? If you want to help financially in that way, are you able to do that? Are you able to help other people? Do you have time freedom? Maybe you have financial freedom, but you don't have time freedom. You're stuck in this rat race of a job, in corporate America. Or maybe you're stuck, not in a rat race, but working 3 different jobs, just trying to make the ends meet. I know how that was. I was there. So I did that for many years. And so while I was financially free, I didn't have any time freedom. So maybe you're interested in trips. Maybe, you didn't grow up taking a lot of trips. So maybe you want to take trips. Maybe you want to be healthier. Maybe you want to be, you're concerned about other people's health. So maybe you want to be healthier. Maybe you want to be emotionally stable. I can tell you when I entered this business, I was not in an emotional stable place. I was all over the place with my emotions. I was all over the place with feeling secure in who I was as a woman, as a mom. Had some real issues going on. So I wanted to be, emotionally stable, and I knew that. And so this was an opportunity for that. Maybe you want to be debt-free, completely debt-free. So those are some things to keep in mind as we go through this call. So anyway, to get into a little bit of what Arbonne is, what sets them apart, what makes them unique. Arbonne is 35 years old. We're a Swiss-based company, which means that we do a lot of things different than they do here in the United States. We have a cutting-edge research and development. We are proprietary formulas, Swiss heritage, everything great comes out of Switzerland, like the best chocolates, the best, well, I would say wine, but I guess I haven't had any wine from Switzerland, but the best skincare products come from there, and the best chocolates. So those are the two main things that we even have to be worried about as women, especially. So anyway, they also, in Switzerland and in the UK, they ban over 1,100 chemicals that are used in skincare and cosmetics products that here in the United States, we have no regulation on. So here in the United States, we ban about 11 to 15 of those products that the UK or the European Union bans 1,100 of. Well, Arbonne, being a Swiss-based company, bans that many products as well. So we do not allow the harmful chemicals to come into our products. We are strategically placed to grow globally. So we're here in the United States, we're in Canada, we're in the UK, we're in Australia, we're in Poland, we're getting ready to go into Taiwan this year. You can build a team wherever you want. There's no territories, so that's pretty incredible. You can build it from your computer, you can build it with technology. You don't have to be like face-to-face. That's a beautiful thing about this business. So anyway, the other thing about Arbonne, some of the other things about Arbonne is we're botanically based. There's no mineral oil. We're pH correct and hypoallergenic. There's no artificial sugars. There's a gluten-free nutrition line, which is amazing when you think about trends. That's very important in this business, is thinking about timing and trends. We've always been these things. It's not a new thing for us, so we really have the research behind it to make sure that our products are quality products. We're vegan certified. There's been no animal testing, no animal products or byproducts, and there's no artificial dyes or fragrances. This is really huge in today's society, because a lot of what makes those artificial fragrances and dyes are very harmful for us. They go into our skin, they're absorbed in our bloodstream, and so it's very harmful for us. And so anyway, that's something that sets us apart. The other thing that sets us apart is we have a very wide product range. So we're not just one thing. We're not like just makeup or just skincare. We are just nutrition. We have things that are anti-aging to hair care. We have a baby line, sunscreen, we have makeup, we have nutrition, we have weight loss. I mean, we have all these products that you use on a regular basis. You wash your hair, you put lotion on your body. You know people that do that. That's what makes this business so successful and unique, because you can just take your spending that you're spending over here and move it to your own store and your own online shopping, and you can teach other people to do the same, and then they can teach people to do the same. And that is how this business just grows, because they're not going to be using anything new. It's all products they're already using. And at the same time, you're helping them be healthier. You're helping them watch what they're putting on their skin, what they're putting in their body, which in turn is helping them be safe for their kids, be safe for their family. And so it's just very exciting. It's great. It's a great business model. So about the business model. So you have your traditional retail, you have your stores, like what a lot of people think of as starting up a business. what happens with those is you have the manufacturer, and then it goes to the wholesaler, and then it goes to the warehouse, and then it goes to the advertiser, and then it goes to the retailer, which is finally you, but then you've purchased this at huge markup, and then it goes to a consumer, so you have to still mark it up to make some money off of it. Or if you're going to a store like Target, that has been marked up, you know, to sell at Target. So you're not getting, and on top of that, let's say you wanted to open a business like this, you have to pay your employees, you have to have insurance, you have to have rent, you have to have a building to put it in, so your cost is so high. Well, with network marketing, what the gorgeous thing is with Arbonne is we have the manufacturer, and then we have the independent consultants, us, me. And then we have the consumer. And those independent consultants are the people that are helping other people achieve what they want to achieve. Their mom and dad staying home, their students going to school. You know, it doesn't, there's no specific person that does Arbonne. It's open to anybody. So why Arbonne? Why this company? Because there's a lot of network marketing companies out there. It's one of the fastest growing businesses in the world today. There's actually classes that you can take on network marketing. So why Arbonne? Well, we have consumable products, which means that those people that I teach to shop online, if they don't want to make a business out of it, I've taught them to shop online. So every month they place an order, or every other month they place an order. They don't have to place an order every month, or even every 2 months. However often they place an order, they go on, they place an order, I get paid for it. So that's awesome, because how many bags do you need? How many necklaces do you need? Lots. I mean, I need lots, but once I have them, I don't really need any more. You know, it's not like they're gonna wear out. It's not like they're gonna, you know, like fade away and become empty, and I'm gonna have to buy a new one because my bag is like dissolved because it's empty. Well, these are consumable products, so it prompts reorders, which prompts a regular paycheck. So there's a marketplace demand. Nutrition is growing leaps and bounds, in not only in the United States, but in other countries as well. It is one of the fastest growing industries. Along with anti-aging, we have the baby boomers who do not want to look older. Well, and I'm not a baby boomer, but I don't want to look older either. So, you know, you have people like me in their 30s who want to like still look. So there's a marketplace demand. Then you have the timing and trends. That's what I'm talking about, like with the trending of gluten-free. When I mentioned gluten-free, the vegan certification, the no animal products, no GMOs. These are all really important things. So Arbonne has always been this way. For 35 years, we've been this way. So a lot of companies are just starting to become this way. We have a lot of the research already developed for it. And there's the ability to leverage your time. You can work from anywhere. I'm doing this call, it's 9 o'clock at night. I spent all day like hanging out with my kids, all afternoon hanging out with my kids. Well, I took a nap, but you know, I hung out with my kids. And so I'm able to do this when they're in bed at 9 o'clock at night. So you can leverage your time. So Arbonne satisfies like all the 4 key factors for success. And a couple other things, like with Arbonne, we have a medical advisory board. So we have people in place that are keeping these products the best that they can be. We have a dermatologist serving on the medical advisory board. He's a professor at a college in California. We have somebody serving, a doctor serving on the medical board from the Mayo Clinic. So they, you know, are like head of research and development. We have other doctors and dermatologists and nutritionists serving on this medical advisory board. So the thing is if Arbonne doesn't work, if a product doesn't work, Arbonne's not going to make it. If it's not safe for you, they're not going to make it, because they have people in place. They have the checks and balances to make sure that it's a safe product that is going to work, that is going to bring results. And I love that. I love that I don't have to worry about it. As a stay-at-home mom with no medical background, there are people there that have done the research for me, that have told me, and I can trust them. So I love that. Okay, so a little bit about the money. So we have 4 different management levels within Arbonne. And everybody starts at the same place. Everybody starts at an independent consultant. And so you don't have anybody who starts, you know, higher than another person. And you can pass people in this business. So that's the other thing I love about it. It's not like you get in and you always stay above, like of your team. You're not like, oh, you're not necessarily always their manager. A lot of times your team comes up and is like right next to you or even grows higher than you are. You know, they move up the management scale faster. So anyway, we have the district manager. At a district manager level, you earn between $250 and $1,000 a month. So it's great, you know, you're able to pay for your products, you're able to pay for a couple extra bills that maybe come in, but that's small potatoes in the big scheme of what this business can do for you. We have the area manager level. That at this juncture in this business, this is willable. You can will it to anybody in your family, your friends. If something were to happen to you, they have a paycheck continuing to come in. And so they have this business. And so that's amazing to me that I can build this business and will it to my kids. Then we have the regional vice president. I love this level because this is where you can earn your Mercedes-Benz. So, you know, how cool is that? And the average income there is between $4,000 and $8,000 a month. I forgot to mention for area manager, it's between like $1,000 and $4,000. Now these are averages. So, you know, it could be higher than that, could be lower than that. And then we have the national vice president. And the national vice president level is $21,000 a month or more. And that's where my team is going. That's where we're going. That's where I want to help other people be. You know, I know teams that have been a team, you know, for 10 years, 14 years, and they've helped 150 other people or more achieve getting their Mercedes, achieve getting, you know, their regional vice president or getting to the national vice president level. And that's incredible to me. And that's what I want to help people do. I want to help people get to their dreams. And it would be so fulfilling to be able to do that for them, to just help people see that they deserve what they want. So with Arbonne, we have a few different ways that you can decide to be a part of Arbonne. You can shop as a client, pay for retail. Then we have a preferred client option where people get a 20% discount. They get specials, you know, there's member benefits. That's for a one-time $20 fee and then $15 annually after that. So, and they don't even have to place orders monthly. So that's really nice. There's a lot of flexibility there. And then there's a consultant level, and that's where you can earn the Mercedes cash bonus program. You can earn travel. You can earn jewelry. You can earn diamonds, recognition. There's so much you can do with this. And you know, as a business, it's obvious that hopefully it's obvious that I love this business, but I love this business because of what the company stands for. They are all about helping other people. I mean, you can look at our charitable foundation that we have. Arbonne's charitable foundation is to empower teens, you know, with confidence, and I absolutely love that I can be a part of that. Teenage years are tough years. I have a 13-year-old and they are tough years. And so anytime that we can help them, I think it's great. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. But whoever gave you this link to watch this call, get back in touch with them, or you can, you know, comment below, message me, however you want to do that, and let's talk. If anything grabbed your attention, we kind of ran through things fast, but we'd love to talk to you more about it. The other thing is I want to send anybody who is on this call a free gift. So if you want to email me, that would be great. My email is Phillips, Phillips, NVP @gmail.com. So email that, let me know that you were on the call, email me your address, and you know, I'll get you a gift out for being a part of this call tonight. So thank you very much. Email me even if you have a question about tonight, and let me answer it. Let me help you see what this can be for you. This team is going big places. We're doing big things. We're working on earning a trip to Atlantis this year. So that's very exciting. We'd love to have you be a part of the team. I can tell you, maybe you remember in the beginning I told you I didn't have a lot of friends necessarily coming into this. One of the richest things that has come from this business has been the friendships that I've built, the friendships with other women that I've built, and just seeing the strong people that are involved, men and women alike, in this business that just have a generous heart. And, you know, I'm very thankful for them. I'm thankful for that. So anyway, I hope that something I said tonight made sense to you and maybe grabbed you and you're interested. So thank you for taking the time, and have a wonderful evening.